So today is the final day that I have my 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia. It's a TI sport package. So I got it with limited slip differential, which was probably the most important thing on my list. I got it with the adaptive suspension. And I got it with a plain body because I like to be a little bit more on the sleeper side. So it's got the Lusso wheels and the I don't know what they call I call it the gull wing nose, and it doesn't have that. It's got the plain nose. It's been a great car. I've had it. It's got a little under 37,000 miles on it now. So I'll be returning it actually under the lease miles. It was actually interesting because I was really worried for a while there because at the beginning of 2020 I was like 4,000 or 5,000 miles over the designated or the allotted miles for that period of time. And I started getting a little concerned, and I was even considering buying another car that I could drive to just bring the miles down on the Alfa. But because of COVID, I didn't drive for so long that I more than caught up. I actually went under significantly, and now I'm returning the car 2,000 miles under the allotted mileage. So anyway, whatever the case, it's been a great car. I'll tell you the pluses and minuses. The pluses are that it's just a beautiful car. It's a joy to drive. The steering input on this car is absolutely the best of any car I've ever driven. And it's handling is quite good. I didn't get the quadrifoglio, which I'm sure the handling would be even miles better, but this is the TI with the performance package, and it's done a great job. The original Bridgestone Turanzas, whatever they call them, were really good tires. I was really impressed with them. I switched over to Pirelli P7s, and they were pretty good. I know that a lot of people hate them. I didn't think that they were horrible. Yeah, probably could have gotten a better tire, but honestly, I get my tires through a tire dealer that used to be involved with my racing program, and so I get them for a really good price, and they don't do the Continentals or the Michelins, and the Michelin Pilot Sports is what everybody raves about for these cars. So I wasn't able to get those, so the best thing they had was Pirellis. It was either the Pirellis or Goodyears. So I chose the Pirellis. Anyway, besides that, it's a beautiful car to look at, and the funny part is that when you're inside the car, you don't get to enjoy it, the aesthetics of the car. But when you park the car and you walk away, it's always like that. Park the car. All right. So, aside from that, let's see. Those are the main pluses. It's a relatively quick car. I know, like 0 to 60 in like 5.5 seconds or something like that. There are a lot of faster cars out there. I'm sure there are like, trimmed out Toyota Camrys that could probably out-accelerate it, but really, I mean, like, I'm not drag racing this thing, so who cares? It's really stable at high speed. I really, really enjoy just. It's a great car. It's a great daily for certain parts of the country. And so here comes the cons. So the minus has been that of all the cars that I've owned, particularly brand new ones, this has not been the most reliable of all brand new cars. Now, I'm going to get a lot of hate mail for this, or comments for this, but honestly, let me explain. So, one of the biggest issues I had were just cabin rattles and creaks and things like that. Just a lot of them. I mean, you can probably hear it in the background right now as I'm driving on a slightly bumpy road. All kinds of creaks and rattles, and that drives me crazy. I took it to the dealership multiple times to have that addressed. They couldn't find what it is. It's just an annoying creak coming from the passenger side. It was, we thought it was the passenger seat. We thought it was the passenger headrest. We thought it was the armrest. We thought it was coming from the speaker. We couldn't figure out what it was. And it was frustrating. So that was the most annoying part of it. But other major things. I had to have 2 dashboards on this car replaced. So the first one developed a little bit of a stitching thing here, and then about 6 months later, it just started coming delaminated in the same thing in the corner, generally from the hot sun. But nonetheless, a brand new car should not have dashboards that delaminate. The windshield is also delaminating at the edges. That's a common issue with these cars. I had 2 intercooler hoses blow on me in this car. Brand new car. Shouldn't happen. I don't drive this car that hard. Yeah, every once in a while I'll take it for, a spirited drive between off ramps. But aside from that, I don't really drive this car that hard. Intercooler hose blew twice. I've had problems with the infotainment system. Nothing major. I just had to have it reset. I've had issues with, I had issues with the, what is it called? The sensors, the distance sensors. So, it hasn't been the most reliable car out there. But honestly, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would do it all over again. Just because the joy of driving this car absolutely trumps any reliability issues that I have with it. I'm weird in that sense. I love, a really good driving car, and this car really has it. So, with that said, it's been a great car. I'm replacing it with I don't know what yet. I'm not getting an Alfa simply because I had an Alfa, so I want to try something different. My wife has a Tesla Model 3. There you go, right in front of me, actually. That's not her, but and I've been driving it to work in traffic, and I gotta tell you, in bumper-to-bumper traffic, you really can't beat autopilot. Like yesterday, I was driving home from the office, and it was bumper-to-bumper traffic, and I was trying to schedule a conference at the same time, and I only had a limited amount of time, and so I put it on autopilot when it was bumper-to-bumper traffic, and I could actually, schedule my conference call, and not have to worry about running to the car in front of me. So honestly, I'm considering getting a Tesla. Probably not a brand new one, but I'm probably thinking of getting a pre-owned, certified pre-owned Model S, the big one, with autopilot, and that's probably the direction I'm heading. So in the meantime, I'll be driving the Porsche 911 for, until we decide what we're going to do. So she'll have the Tesla and I'll drive the Porsche 911, or we'll flip. I'm kind of rallying to drive the Tesla to work every day. And then since she works from home, she doesn't drive a lot, and let her drive the Porsche because, again, bumper to bumper traffic, Porsches, just like the Alfa, it's not really advantageous. The downside is that she's so spoiled with the Tesla that she complains that the Porsche makes a lot of noise. It's bumpy. It's what does she say? It's bumpy. It's loud. I think those are the words that she uses. and the other thing that, you know, she complains about regular cars is she's like, it makes a lot of noise, but it doesn't go anywhere. I'm like, I can't argue with that. You can compare it to an electric car with instant torque. Anyway, that's it. So last look at my Alfa, guys. It's been a great car. If you're thinking of getting a Giulia, I would highly, highly recommend it. However, if you're comparing it against a Toyota or a Honda for reliability, no, it's not gonna compete. But once you start driving one, it's a totally different experience. And if you're any kind of an enthusiast or you like driving, you got to try one of these. All right, take care.